Hello, wrestling fans. Welcome to SICW All-Star Wrestling. I'm Drew Abenhouse here with Lucky P. Larson Esquire,
who still manages the SICW regardless of what these toothless, silly hillbillies think.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a fantastic episode of action for you today. Your main event, how about this? Big Joe Helms, your former man, against your new man, Steve Michaels, who is here back in SICW.
I got a lot to say about that.
I bet you do. Ladies and gentlemen, the Iron Pitbull, Kenny Kingston, is here in action. Jason Green is here in action. We're going to get words from the Big Texan. We're going to get words from Glenn Williams and more. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight to it.
Did I mention I still manage the team?
Already.
Oh, my God!
Folks, time for some wrestling. Let's head to the ring for your opening contest. Ladies and gentlemen, our opening contest is set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Texas, 278 pounds, Waco. His opponent is from Denver, Colorado, weighing 370 pounds, the Iron Pitbull, Kenny Kingston.
Well, fans, here you got it, the big man, Kenny Kingston, squaring off against the masked man, Waco. As you see, they approach each other in the ring. A lot of size difference there between Kingston and Waco. But I don't know, a chop by Waco, and now Kingston just backs him up to that rope, and now hooks that arm and tosses him over, and whoa, look at that impact. It snapped that turnbuckle. Wow. Waco just being tossed around like a feather by Kenny Kingston as he charges in. Nobody's at home. Waco gets out of the way now, goes up on his back. And there you see the power that Kingston has, holding him up off of the mat. Referee Nick Rednar checking to make sure he doesn't have his arms or hands around his throat as Kingston backs Waco up into that corner. And fans, this match continued with that broken turnbuckle. Kingston a belly to, oh no, just slams him down. What power this Kingston has as he gets the crowd, this TV studio audience behind him with that woof, woof, woof chant. And now he scoops him up. Big body slam, Waco up in the air, and big power slam. 1, 2, 3, and just that quick, Kingston gets the victory over Waco.
He does not get paid by the hour. Absolutely not. Showing why he is.
And fans, you saw that rope broke in that match, and so while they were repairing that, we wanted to just show you some footage that took place at the recent Belleville, Illinois, at the Belclair Fairgrounds match. Again, Bobby D here in action against big, nasty Glenn Williams, as Glenn Williams has Bobby D into that corner, putting that boot right up underneath the throat. And Bobby D and big, nasty Glenn Williams has had feuds back and forth, but this was an all-out battle right here. Big, nasty Glenn Williams, never lost for words, is now taunting some of that capacity crowd at the Belclair Fairgrounds. And now Bobby D getting up out of that corner with the help of Big Nasty. He hooks him, and what's he going to do with him? He's going to pick him up and slams him down on that canvas. And now he goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, how close. How close. And the referee, Andy, supporting the new look, or should I say the old look, with the blue and the black trousers and the bow tie. Had a lot of compliments from the fans, saying, boy, Herb, you are old school here tonight, as Big Nasty, that reverse headlock. Now swings him, trying to keep it out of the side of the referee. This was a, look at that great camera shot right there. Bobby D, like I said, these two men have battled back and forth. They've done it all, but they still haven't come to the conclusion of who is the better man, as Bobby D now back and forth, hammer and tong, exchanging punches. Whoa, a big right hand misses, and now it's Bobby D. Hooks the leg, tosses him over. And when these two meet, it is just non-stop action. As you see there, both of them just almost wore out. They have been going back and forth. Both of them down on that canvas. It fans, each and every time you see the SICW letters on a marquee, you are looking at the finest in professional wrestling. And there, both men on their knees, and they are still battling back and forth. Of course, Big Nasty now uses that head. He'll use anything. He'll use the kitchen sink if he can find one. And Bobby D backs up against rope, and oh, he gets out of the way, and it's the referee that takes the big boot from Big Nasty. The referee is down. Bobby D in the corner, and now what's Glenn Williams got? We've got a referee that has been knocked down. You see the Canadian Zero, as most of the fans call him, Sean Vincent, on the outside of that ring as he runs around with that camera taking the selfies. Nobody's at home. Bobby D catches him, comes out of the corner, hooks that leg, takes him down, and now it looks like he may set him up into that sharpshooter. That's what it looks like. He's working on that leg. He hooks around the leg. There you see Sean Vincent on the ring apron. Now he starts to come in. Bobby D says, "You want some? Come get some." And now Sean Vincent is down. Glenn Williams is down. Referee is still down. And Bobby D now steps over the spinning toe hold. He's going to wrap on that figure 4 grapevine. He's got it. Oh, where did he come from? Kowalski, 450-pound splash, finds its mark on Bobby D. Carnage in the ring. Sean Vincent is still down. Kowalski puts the boots to Bobby D's chest. He came from nowhere, hit that ring, and delivered 450 pounds. And now what's he doing? He's pulling Big Nasty over on top of Bobby D. Now he just grabs the referee by his belt. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man, what an injustice there. Glenn Williams, with the help of Kowalski, your fans, this was a no disqualification match. And that's what's going to go down in the record book. An assist from Kowalski as Glenn Williams picks up that victory over Bobby D. But that's not it. Look at it. He's still, Kowalski, still putting the boots to Bobby D. They are still wanting to add insult to injury here. Oh, but here comes the Big Texan. No love lost between these two. Big Texan coming in. He left this horse outside and grabbed a chair on his way in to come and save his brother-in-law, Bobby D. Fans, let's go to an interview right now with our own Destiny Lynch as she gets some words from Big Nasty Glenn Williams.
Tonight I'm here with your Central States champion, Big Nasty, Glenn Williams. That was quite the match you had with Bobby D. How are you feeling?
I'm sore, Lady Drew. I had a no disqualification match with Bobby D, as you saw, and I'm still the Central Stage champion. Let's go down the line. Brandon Beretta, beat him. Joe Vanetti, beat him. Billy McNeil, Curtis Wilde, beat him. Bobby D, beat him 4 times. I ran through everybody. And last night, when I beat Bobby D, that's it. He gets no more chances. You are at the back of the line. My sole mission moving forward is I want to continue to beat all of these idiots' favorite little heroes in this roster. Because this place has always and will continue to revolve, Lady Drew, around me.
All competition, but I hear you have a very, very big opponent coming up. How do you feel about taking on
first time I got in this ring with the Big Texan. I'm not the same rookie. I'm not the same naive, brash, let's call myself unprepared. A loser, but I got a title. I got a title. Literally, you're the loser. You never won anything except for being the biggest loser in your family. Whatever, okay? Me and Big Texan, right? That's the match everybody wants to see. Nobody thinks I can win except for me. I'm not dumb enough, Lady Drew, to think that there's anything I can say to intimidate Big Texan. So go ahead and count me out, big man. Because every time somebody has counted me out, I've ended up on top. And nothing's going to change. March 1st, me and Big Texan walk in, and guess what? I dropped it, big man, and I'm still the champ, and I walk out, and this place still, Lady Drew, revolves around me, Big Nasty, because your star has arrived.
Well, SICW, it sounds like we're going to have a rather large match.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to beat Big Texan, Lady Drew. I believe you. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you, Lucky. I'm not scared. I'll take on anybody. I'll take on you. I'm not scared. You're not scared.
Wrestling fans, this matchup sets the one ball with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from the far east, weighing in at 219 pounds, the Shogun. His opponent is from Missouri, weighing 245 pounds, Jason Reed.
Well, fans, here we go. Another exciting match coming to you from SICW All-Star Wrestling. The Shogun, the Masked Man, doing a little oriental routine right here. It takes me back to the days of Kenji Shibuya and Taira Maruyaki, chasing away all the evil spirits out of the ring. And he's going up against the popular Jason Breed. And this ought to be a great matchup right here. Jason Breed, always the crowd favorite. As you can see, they lock up in the middle of that ring. Jason Breed working on that arm already. Twisting it around. Twisting it the way it probably shouldn't go. And now delivers that elbow to the upper bicep area. And fans, if you think this action is great, you want to join us on Saturday night, March the 1st, back at the Belclair Fairgrounds. Another all-star card set up for that night. Worldwide Technology Raceway will be joining us, and they're going to have those special tickets available for the big upcoming races at Worldwide Technology Raceway. We were excited. Chris Blair, the manager of Worldwide Technology Raceway, announced that once again for 2025 and tag team up with them to bring racing and wrestling together. And we are really excited about that as 2025 is off to a great start here. Jason Breed backs the Shogun up into the corner. Referee calls for the break, and of course I wouldn't expect anything else from Jason Breed but to let the man out of the corner. And now Shogun backs Breed into the corner. Oh, not such a clean break there by the Shogun. Now breaks his eyes across that upper rope. And now tosses him into that corner. Now kicks to the midsection. Trying to knock the wind. Oh, now right up underneath the chin. Now a monkey flip out of that corner. And he moves right in. Oh, Shogun showing that he can wrestle and he can brawl. I said at the beginning, this is going to be a good competitive match, but Jason Breed now, he says, okay, you want to show some toughness? Watch what I can show you. Backs up off the rope. Oh, comes right over and drops his weight right across the stomach of Shogun. Referee goes in for a 2 count. And fans, we've got a lot going on here at 2025. On Saturday, March the 29th, we're going to be at the Ionide Shriners Temple in East St. Louis, Illinois. This will be about our 4th year, I think. We've been there. Another great card already scheduled for there. Some of the great stars that you're going to see is the Space Cowboy himself, Jason Jones. The popular James Jeffries will be joining us. Along with the ladies match, we're going to have the return of Kelsey Magnolia taking on Lilith Khan. in a females match. So get your tickets through your Shriners and come out and help support them. Oh, big drop kick, and the Shogun finds himself in the corner. That's Saturday night, March the 29th at the Temple, right there at 609 St. Louis Avenue in East St. Louis, Illinois. A beautiful building, has a great atmosphere, arena setting. If you've never been in the Temple, you've got to come out Saturday, March the 29th. Oh, Jason Breed comes out and catches him with that big foot. 1, 2. Oh, Shogun kicks out again. Back and forth, these two battle. But yes, mark that date down. And some of the other shows that we're going to be doing at Missouri Athletic Club, we're returning there later on in the year. Fairmont City, Illinois, Breeze, Illinois, Shawneetown, Illinois. We're really excited about all of these up-and-coming shows for 2025. 52 strong years. Oh, Jason Breed working on that left arm of Shogun. Hooks the leg and falls backward. And there you see Shogun rolling around in some excruciating pain. Now, what's he doing? Is he setting him up? He's still continuing to work on that left arm. Takes him down to the canvas. Takes him down. And he's submitting. He's going out. I'll tell you. He submitted. And just that quick, Jason Breed is going to get the win here against Shogun. And fans, right now, we're going to take you to ringside with an interview with Lucky P. Larson and Steve Michaels.
Lucky P. Larson, Esquire, and the returning Steve Michaels. He is the Windy City Terror. Lucky, man, you've got a war going with your former bodyguard, henchman, whatever you want to call him, Big Joe Helms, the Silverback. That didn't go so well, so reinforcements are here, 375 pounds worth.
First of all, little Joe Helms had a shot at Kowalski. He lost. I still manage the SICW Classic Champion. Right or wrong?
Yeah, you helped
Right or wrong?
You helped Kowalski retain his title.
Yes, that's what I'm here for. Now, there's been a problem at SICW. And this right here is a very big problem solver. Whether it's the Big Texan, or it's Big Joe Helms, or it's Gary Jackson who tried to break my arm. Way too many people have been putting their hands on Lucky P. Larson, Esquire. So this is my life and health insurance policy. This man, unlike the last hired hand, can actually do the job I pay him good money to do. Nobody in SICW will put their hands on Lucky P. Larson Esquire again.
Shut up, Lucky!
Except Missy Hyatt. She's allowed to. Now, this man is not here to win. He's not here to win championships. I already manage the top champion. This man is paid to protect me and hurt people. That is why I brought him here. I'm the manager of champions. I'm the manager of the stars. And now you can call Lucky P the manager of monsters.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out your main event. Mr. Steve Michaels will go one-on-one with the Silverback. So we're going to put your words to the test here tonight.
I'm never wrong. Who cares what these stupid inbred hicks think?
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, time for another match. Let's head to the ring.
So fans, we're going to join this match right here. The very, very popular Billy McNeil taking on Richard Shaw, the big man from Effingham, Illinois. And there you see, he comes out and wants to holler louder than everybody. And now Billy McNeil, one half of the SICW Tag Team Champions, him and Curtis Wild. Actually, always the crowd favorite. Anytime I put him in a tag match, the crowd just gets electrified. And right now, referee Bill Henson checking out Billy McNeil. and says, ring the bell as this one gets on the way. So Richard Shaw charges in, but Billy McNeil's waiting for him. Gets those legs up now. A big forearm, another one. And Billy McNeil, the high flyer as we call him, and just delivering those forearms, one right after another. He backs up, and but Shaw tries to get him up, and Billy McNeil slides down the back. Now some judo chops, and that's why Billy McNeil, and now a reverse elbow, now headlock, and he comes up, uses that middle rope, but Shaw just drops him down. And could this be it? Whoa, what an upset that would have been. That's taking the steam out of Billy McNeil a little bit. Richard Shaw now, that big left forearm just clobbers him across the back of the neck and the upper shoulders. In the corner, Bill Henson, the referee, telling him, get off of the man. Richard Shaw now goes in, whips him over in the corner, catches him when he comes out with a side saddle. And what's he going to do? Drops him down, hooks the leg, 1, 2. Wow, Richard Shaw showing that he can rough here, get tough. Billy McNeil being wore down by Richard Shaw. But Billy now, a few blows to the midsection, trying to fight his way back. Shaw gets him up on his shoulders. What's he going to do with him now? Billy using those elbows. And now, what's Billy do? He climbs that rope, tosses him over. Never can count off Billy McNeil. As you see now, here he goes. This is that patented move he does. He goes up to the top of the rope. He's going to come off, catches him with that big elbow. And this is usually his finishing move as he rolls over, kind of 1, 2, 3. And there you have it, the winner, Billy McNeil. Now, fans, let's go down to ringside for Destiny and a message from Big Joe Helms.
SICW, this evening I'm here with Joe Helms. Joe, how are you feeling after your match? I know that you have a match tonight with Steve Michaels. After your last match, I think there might have been something shady going on. How do you feel about that, knowing that you're facing him this evening?
Well, another new degenerate from Dogtown Underground, costing me my chance at the Class 6 championship last night. Steve Michael, you helped interfere in my match, and so a little retribution's coming tonight. I'm not real happy about it. It is what it is. I have to deal with Lucky and his shenanigans constantly, and pretty much I'm just gonna have to keep trying to overcome it.
Good luck tonight, Big Joe. We're going to go to our commercial break, and when we're back, we'll be here with the Promoter's Corner.
Hey everybody, What Were They Thinking is proud to be a part of the show with Herb Simmons at SICW.
Show some enthusiasm, Joe. Put on a damn bow tie. We got Herb Simmons, we got the Kill Arena, we got St. Louis, where Mr. Briscoe is in the Hall of Fame. What Were They Thinking? It's available on Backstage Pass. Sportskeeda's our buddies. We talk about the wildest, the craziest, the dumbest, the insane moments in wrestling history that I'm proud to be a part of because, Mr. Briscoe, you're the one that hired me.
And I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, John.
That's not nice. Not nice at all. We love Herb Simmons, and Herb Simmons, you have been there forever. Mr. Briscoe thinks you might be 1,000. I don't think you're a day over 900. We love St. Louis. What were they thinking, Backstage Pass?
Hello, SICW fans. Herb Simmons, and we're talking about Saturday night, February the 22nd. Don't forget, come down to Benny's Pizza in Belleville, Illinois. Benny, give him that address.
Hey, it's 113 East Main Street in downtown Belleville.
And you heard it right there. We're tag teaming. Couldn't think of a better tag team partner than Benny's, and we're going to have a pizza eating contest. Kowalski, 450 pounds, he's going to be here. The big Texan coming in from Texas, I bet, just to get some of that Benny's Pizza. And Belleville's own Bobby D. Mark it down. We'll see you Saturday night, February 22nd, Belleville, Illinois, at Benny's Pizza.
to SICW. Promoters Corner, let's go now.
Welcome, fans, to this week's episode of the Promoter's Corner. I'm Herb Simmons, the promoter, and I want to take you back to February the 1st at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds when we had a couple of special guests there, along with all the other fans. There was a capacity crowd. And one of my friends, Dave Schneidwin, it was his birthday last month, and he showed up again, and we said, well, we're going to give him a little birthday prize. And then another great friend from Worldwide Technology Raceway, Chris Blair, had celebrated a birthday last month. And of course, due to us having to cancel, we had to cancel our plans of surprising both of them. So we asked them to come up into the ring, and I'm telling you, it was a night of surprises. But let's take a look right now and see who invited herself in the ring for some special announcements. A couple more things before I turn this back over to Drew. I know he announced some birthdays, but I've got a couple of special people here that are good friends of mine and I want to get them to come in the ring right now. And then we're going to move on. Dave Schneidwin, can you come up here, please? Dave Schneidwin is, not only is he my attorney, but he's a good friend. He's got his family here with him tonight, his two sons. I got to tell you a little story real quick. Dave would never let him watch wrestling. Him and his wife, Mindy, stand up. Mindy Schneidwin. We used to, come on, bring the boys down, bring the twins down. And they'd stand up, twins. Come on, stand up, guys. They know the secret handshake. They're part of the Herb Simmons Organization Club. Remember, guys, only share it to the people you can trust, right? But Dave's birthday was last month, and of course we had to cancel because of the weather. So, and I did keep the same cake. I got you a fresh cake over there. So, but Dave is a great friend, gives me great legal advice, him and his ex-partner, Charlie Swarnout, and I appreciate Dave. Another good friend of mine here is same thing. He was going to be here last week. He had a lady friend that he was going to bring down for the first time. Canceled. Mother Nature didn't cooperate. But he represents the Worldwide Technology Raceway. He's been here before, Mr. Chris Blair. So Chris, if you come up here, and what I'd like to do, because I had this planned last month, I want you guys to be here. You know, the Worldwide Technology Raceway, for those of you who follow us all the time, know that we did some events out there last year. The only regret I had about that is I didn't meet you when I was younger. Yeah. So,
well, keep in mind, I was 3 years old when you started this. So, that makes me feel old, makes you feel old too, you know.
I'm telling you. And Dave, so what I want to do, since we had other birthdays that Dr. Greer talked about, my two good friends here, all of you are my friends, I love all of these. I want to sing happy birthday to all these guys. Come on, help me join in, okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear SICW fans. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, bro. What a great night. What a great event. And like I say, the twins, now that we brought them, they love it.
Well, I appreciate that. Worldwide Technology Raceway is on fire.
You know, Herb, one thing we've been waiting for is to make the announcement about this year's events. Because I didn't know they were going to have SICW. We had to wait until all that got settled up. But I'm happy to say we're going to do our Ruckus at the Raceway series again this year. So we're going to be having the wrestling on the midway. All you guys are going to be coming back, and we'll announce those dates at the March 1st event right here. We'll make it all official.
Wow, there you go. Let's hear it for that. Worldwide Technology Raceway, and once again, SICW teaming up. Now, what do you want?
I think I'm going to regret this.
No, you won't.
I will.
No, you won't.
Here you go. Well, you shut up, all right? The star of the show has the microphone. Shut your mouth. I found out there's a birthday party going on and Big Nasty wasn't invited, which is crazy. So, if you don't mind, gentlemen, thank you. Nobody invited you to the party. Yeah, Herb, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm upset about it.
He's used to that.
So, here's the thing. I know that you and I haven't met. Happy birthday. Can you shut up? No! I'm trying to have a moment here, folks. You know, hey, not everything is about you guys. So I just wanted to come out here because Worldwide Technology Raceway, we've got the partnership. You guys are smart enough to bring the star of the show into the booth, which is me, not you idiots. They didn't ask me to do an interview at NHRA. They asked me. Hey, Brandon. They asked me. And do you know why? Because I'm the star of SICW. Yeah. Hey, it's the truth, Herb. You didn't have these shows lined up until I was on the roster. It's a fact. And I found out, let's see, NASCAR, the playoffs. You have that coming next year?
That's right.
Yeah, because of me, you're welcome, dude. Because of me. Yeah, NASCAR was like, that big nasty guy's got a lot of promise and potential. So we need SICW. Okay? The fact is that I just wanted to come out here and I wanted to give you some well wishes for the opportunity. You're smart enough to let me get in the booth, and I just wanted to tell you, personally, from me to you, happy birthday, Chris.
All right.
Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You were.
Here's the deal. You can bring him to the racetrack, but I'm going to make sure there's no chance that he's going to win. Bring it on. We're going to get him back. I am so sorry. He's going to be little Glenn from now on. He's not Big Max. That's little Glenn. Oh, there you hear it, man. I'm sorry. I really am. Wow. We're going to have to get the crew out of here. Sorry.
That's it, man.
You may want to talk to you about some legal action.
Yeah, I think you're going to talk to me. That's assault.
I saw it. There you go. Right in front of the attorney. Man, okay.
Get the crew up here. We'll get him up here. All right.
Well, there you have it, another promoter's corner, and what one this was. Glenn Williams getting put in his place. You heard it, the big announcement from Chris Blair on March the 1st when we return. Worldwide Technology Raceway staff will be there with those special tickets as Worldwide Technology Raceway and SICW team up once again this year. I'm really excited about that. It was great last year. It's going to be bigger and better this year. But you can see there's a little clash going on there between Chris Blair and what they like to refer to now as Little Glenn. Thank you for tuning in this week to the Promoter's Corner. Now let's get back to some action.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was this week's Promoter's Corner, and we are back with the big man, Big Texan. Tex, we've got a lot going on. We've seen the reemergence here of the big man, Steve Michaels, and now he's got Lucky P on his side. You've got Glenn Williams, which has been a thorn in your side in the past, but now it's back with March the 1st. Huge match. You will have a shot for the first time to become this Central States champion.
Yeah, so let's start off with Lucky P. You know, Lucky P, you can hire all the bodyguards you want, but you know what? They don't get the job done. I come out on top every single time. Now, Glenn Williams. Glenn Williams, you know, I helped train that little punk. And I thought he was going to be something. Until Sean Vincent dug his claws into him. But now his day of reckoning is coming. And I'll be the Triple Crown winner here in SICW when I bring home the Central States title.
Well, that remains to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. March the 1st. That will be our return to the Next, good luck.
gentlemen, the Big Texan. And fans, we've got to take one final commercial break, and we will be right back with your TV main event as Steve Michaels goes one-on-one with the Silverback Big Joe Helms.
SICW presents FanFest 3, St. Louis, May 16th and 17th. Hilton, St. Louis Airport, Nakita Kolar, Missy Hyatt, Gangrel, Teddy Long and Mac Davis, Tito Santana, and Bill Apter. More to come. SICW FanFest 3. For more info, SICW.org.
Wrestling fans, we've been talking about the tag team combination of SICW All-Star Wrestling and Vinny's Pizza in Belleville, Illinois. That big date, February the 22nd at Vinny's Pizza. And I am so happy and excited that the master of ceremony is going to be here. And if you don't know who this guy is, you've been living under a rock, because I've got right here next to me Pizza Babble. How did you get away from all the social media coverage that you're getting?
Well, I heard about a pizza eating contest, and I came running.
Well, go figure. The man who's traveling all over the Midwest telling you where the best pizza is. And you know, on February the 22nd, I bet the best pizza is going to be at Vinny's.
That's right. It's going to be a battle of the giants.
Woo, big giants. We're talking about Kowalski, 450 plus pounds. The Big Texan, stepping that scale probably right around that 400 mark. And of course, Belleville's own Little Bobby D is going to be in that contest. February 22nd at Vinny's Pizzeria on East Main Street in Belleville, Illinois, 5 o'clock p.m. You don't want to miss this one. Just keep following the Pizza Babble.
Wrestling fans, we are back, and it's time for TV main event set for one fall. TV time remaining. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Lucky P. Larson, Esquire. He's from the south side of Chicago, weighing in at 375 pounds, representing the Dogtown Underground. He is the Windy City Terror, Steve Michaels. His opponent from Springfield, Missouri, weighing in at 315 pounds, the Silverback Big Joe.
Well, fans, when you talk about the big men who come to SICW, you're looking at two of the biggest right here. The Silverback, Big Joe Helms, taking on the man from Chicago, Illinois, Big Steve Michaels. And, you know, you've heard it said many, many times, this is where the big boys come at SICW. And right here, these are two of the mountains. Referee Nick Rindire signals for the bell. And these men are trying to intimidate each other, trying to stare one another down as they now slowly start to walk around that ring. Big Steve Michaels, as he locks up. I believe he's a little bit height advantage over Big Joe Helms. Both men now powering their way back and forth. Joe Helms trying to push him back. Now Michaels pushing Joe back into the corner. Referee moves in and says, come on, gentlemen, let's break it up clean. But he begins the count as Steve Michaels in there, of course, down in the lower left-hand corner, Lucky P. Larson, Esquire. And when he's at ringside, believe me, you got to have your head on a swivel, because there's no telling what he is going to do. And now it's the Silverback. He backs Steve Michaels into the corner, gets a clean break. Oh, but now, wait a minute, he says. Now, I've got to get some advantage here. So he moves in and swings Michaels into the corner and charges in with him. Brings him back out. Tries to pick him up, but whoa, wait a minute. I think the Silverback misjudged the size of Steve Michaels there, and Steve Michaels says, whoa, wait a minute, he almost got me up. Let me get out here. Let me have a little discussion with Lucky P and see what he can tell me what I should handle here. Referee begins the count on Steve Michaels as he climbs slowly back up onto that ring apron. Fans, don't forget Saturday night, March the 1st, back at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds. Yes, you want to call, get your seats reserved, or now you can go to SICW.org, and that's what we prefer, and reserve your seats that way. Just go on there, follow the link, the red icon on the front of the page for March the 1st, and you can put down how many seats you want reserved, and we'll do our best to do that for you. So it's SICW.org. Put your name in there and how many seats you want, and we'll have them ready for you, hopefully. As the Silverback now working on Steve Michael, brings him out. He hooks him up. He's going to do a suplex here and takes him over. Whoa. Man, you could feel the building shake when that took place. And don't forget, fans, Saturday, March the 29th at the Shriners Temple. Whoa. Silverback with that drop kick to the back of Michaels. Now it's Michaels on the canvas. Joe Helms drops the big leg across the upper chest. Now he pulls him out into the center. Drops the elbow down. And now he goes for the cover. He hooks the leg, a count of 2, and Michaels manages to get the shoulder up. Pretty evenly matched team right here. Now it's Michaels with those big forearms across the back that just knocks Joe Helms down to the canvas. Now he puts the boots to him and just steps up on his chest. Referee telling him, let go of the rope. As you see Lucky P out there helping the referee count. I guess he thinks the referee's not able to do it, but now there you go. That's just what I'm talking about. And there is no love lost between Lucky P. Larson and Joe Helms. Now Michaels pulls him out to the middle, comes off the rope, and drops that weight across him. He hooks the leg. This could be it, but no. Now it's the Silverback getting the shoulder up. So back and forth these two are going. The monsters of SICW. You know, when you look at these two and you look at Kowalski, the SICW champion, you look at the big Texan. The big boys are here. And Michaels picks him up. And a big body slam on the Silverback Big Joe Helms. Michaels backs up off of the rope, and now he drops the leg. This could be it. 1, 2. Nope. Joe Helms gets that shoulder up. Back and forth. Right here at SICW All-Star Wrestling is where you are going to see the best in professional wrestling. Each and every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Now, Helms punches to the midsection, a forearm uppercut. Tries to take him down. He looked like he was trying to put his foot on the head and slam it into the canvas. And Steve Michaels was trying to get away, a count of 2. And once again, Michaels was able to back that up. Get out of there. But Joe now getting him up to his feet. Now he takes him over. Oh, what's that? Lucky P just handed. Oh, that's that tire iron. And referee calling for the bell. Lucky P. Larson thought maybe that Big Joe Helms was going to get the advantage of Steve Michaels, so he gave him the equalizer, that tire iron, and now Steve Michaels continues to put the boots to the Silverback, Big Joe Helms. As I said, there's no love lost between Lucky P. Larson and the Silverback, and Steve Michaels, a part of the Dogtown Underground now. And now Big Joe Helms, and what's he going to be trying to get him up in the air? But here comes Kowalski, and now it's a double team. Kowalski, another member of the Dogtown Underground, going to work on Big Joe Helms, Steve Michaels, both of them, putting the boots to him. Man, oh man, the Silverback is not in a good place right now. Look at the men there. That is a ton of weight. Here's that big power bomb. He's going to get up, go up on it. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Texan. Texan's coming in, fans. It is just too wild right here. It is Texan coming to save Big Joe Helms. Fans, it's always hot action here at the SICW All-Star Wrestling. Hope you tune in next Saturday night, or Sunday night. I'm sorry, the action is so good. Sunday night at 8 p.m. for more action right here.
March the first in Belclair. The Belclair Firehouse Big Texan might be your new Central States champion, but for now, he was the equalizer. Big Texan taking care of business. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Big Joe Helms picked up the win via disqualification. I know that's not how it was. One time for the day for Lucky Mark Esquire. I'm Drew Evenhouse, and we'll see you right here next week on SICW All-Star Wrestling.